What up? It's Corey on Carnivore here and Menace to the Matrix. So I just thought about something too. I want to clarify your knowledge, wisdom, and insight in let's say like holistic healing and going against the grain, the status quo, natural holistic medicine. Carnivore diet. Being awake to all the lies in the media and propaganda system, the fake history education system. It's going to trigger a lot of people. They're going to feel intimidated. They're going to feel stupid. And, it's not to insult people, but it is what it is. So people are going to see that. They're going to see you bettering your life. People in your social circle, whether they're close friends, family, coworkers, they're going to see that, or roommates, or whatever. They're going to see this shit and, they're going to play games with you. I'm not saying everybody's going to do this. I'm not saying, oh, you think people are out to get you. No. It's just life. I've seen it, been there, done that. So, and I know a lot of you out there that I'm talking to right now know this shit. They're going to try to guilt trip you. They're going to be like, oh, you think you're better than us? Well, you've been acting so different lately, like, this and that. They may not say that. They'll do subtle things. They'll start acting different, and yeah. Anyways, guys, I just want to put that out there. You get what I'm saying. So, own that shit and pull the them on them, to flip it on them, beat them at their own game if they do that shit. They're gonna, like, for example, one time at my job, I'm not gonna call names or whatever. I was telling someone about the carnivore diet and how it has healed and it's healed a lot of people and it's good, or whatnot. And I could see that one person looking over to his or whatever, his wife or whatnot. And I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just telling it like it is. And you can see he's kind of getting mad a little bit because you tell something that goes against popular belief, people are gonna get fucking triggered. They're gonna be like, oh, how do you know that? You're not a doctor or this and that. People still rely on the doctors. They claim to be against big pharma and all this shit. And it's sad, really. It's the brainwashing. I'm gonna take this shit off. I don't need it no more. And it's not to insult people. I tell it like it is. I'm a truther, I don't give a shit. I'm not here to collar your fucking feelings. It's real. I'm real. I'm raw. I'm bold. It's not because I think I know it all. It's not because I honestly truly care. People are gonna act funny and stupid. They're gonna do stupid shit, and I'm not trying to put that energy out there. I'm just gonna fucking tell it like it is. You got a lot of fake patriots, you got a lot of fake truthers, fake influencers, fake spiritualists in this fucking patriot community, and I'm the one to call it out. So if you want to fuck around, you're gonna find out. I'm not trying to act like a tough guy or arrogant. It is what it is. You could do all the gaslighting. You could call names. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. Haters are gonna hate. But people are going to get intimidated. They're going to, feel some type of way. That's your fucking problem. That's not my problem. Your feelings, your emotions are not my problem. If it comes off arrogant and careless, well then, and in the end of the day, do something about it. Look within yourself. Ask yourself, why am I getting triggered by this? That's your cognitive dissonance. That's your own inner demons. That's not mine. At least I'm doing something about mine, and I'm trying to encourage other people to do the same thing. So I just figured I'd put that out there. People are gonna fucking get, also, like, I know I'm going off on a tangent again. I'm working on it, guys. Trust me. Yeah, they're gonna get triggered, and I'm like, I told the person too, I'm like, just do your research, go look at doctors and stuff like that are in this profession, because they still apparently want an authority figure to tell them what to think and how to think. And it's not insulting people, it's just the truth. And if it comes off that way, then it is what it is. I speak the truth. I don't care. Your feelings don't matter, and I know it sounds also incompassionate, I mean, look at people like Dan Penna. That he's the people think he's a psychopath or narcissist, but in actuality, I don't see it that way. People like David Coggins, you will floor the shit out of people. They will back off. I mean, it should be like that from the start, not the way you got to earn respect in life. Yes and no. There's a lot, I don't conform. I'm a non-conformist. I don't conform to the status quo. You know, all this bullshit. I've said this many times in my rants and videos. You know, when you get up here in life, then you could say and do what you want. No, that's what the deletes, that the powers that once were, programmed you to think. That's what they wanted you to think. And all these fake truthers and fake patriots want to be NPC shills. And when you step out of line and go against the grain, like all these NPC shills at the rallies and stuff that I've been through, they want to call you out. They want to, you know, like in the Truman Show. They're the same type of people. Derek Johnson calls them out all the fucking time. They're being called out by Trump right now. Not to politicize this shit, but all you NPC show motherfuckers that claim to be MAGA, not to politicize it, but it's still, the concept applies. You know, you're being called out. Your time is up. You know, we're not playing fucking games no more. Trump ain't playing games, all right? The truthers in general, you know, ain't playing fucking games. We're calling you motherfuckers out, you know? If you want to retaliate, you want to talk shit in the comments, go right ahead. Freedom of speech, you know? It works both ways. Those double standards don't work. You know? They want to try to control people. I've been with fucking people. I've been around people at rallies that want to try to control me, tell me how to, you know, in my own car too. It's like, I let it, and of course they'll try to use that against me. People like, well, hey, you let me do it, so it's really not on me. I got no accountability, like the libtards and the feminists, you know? No accountability. It's not on me. I dealt with this shit with family, you know? It's like everybody, you know? I'm not playing victim here. I'm the victor. You know, and I'm trying to encourage people to be the victor too. You know, freedom and sovereignty. And it starts with holistic healing, grounding, like what I'm doing this morning. You know, maybe going carnivore or ketovore, whatever it is, you know. Drinking water, eliminating, you know, toxins, sugars, processed foods, carbs, oxalates, which I'm doing. And people are gonna feel some type of way, man. They're gonna be like, oh, you don't fit in with us no more. Well, you know, that's it, you're done. We're going to outcast you like a Truman Show. So go right ahead. It'll backfire on you motherfuckers. You could try to do it discreetly, you know, amongst your crowd. People do that shit. You got to be aware of that stuff. Don't let them say, oh, you're being paranoid. You know, here Corey goes again with his conspiracy nut paranoia shit. And it's not going to work, guys. What's in the dark must come to light, and it's coming to light from a collective, from a you know, all the corruption is being exposed. So, you know, you could try that shit. You fuck around, you find out. So I figure I put that out there, guys. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. The gym's about to open soon. Hope you find interest in this. If you do, you know, please like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Rumble. Follow me on subscribe to my YouTube channel at Corey on Carnivore, and my Rumble channel is Red Pilled Patriot 82. Red Pilled RED PILLED 82, and then I refer to myself on there as Menace to the Matrix, because I've been like a menace to society in a lot of ways growing up, if you ask me, you know, in this corrupt system, this matrix, you know. So if you, like I said, you know, anyways, I made my point. This is Corey on Carnivore here, and Menace to the Matrix. I'm out. Peace. Have a good day, guys. Peace.